CRC has existed for 20 years. It was established in the first place to improve community relations across the region, and that still remains the core purpose of the organisation. So we work with communities in their relationships with each other. We work with government departments to make sure that their policies are supporting good community relations, and we provide advice and information to government about the policies that underpin all of this work.
The Executive have launched its Good Relations Strategy, United Communities, and their commitment within that is to remove all interfaces by the year 2023, whilst acknowledging it will be in partnership with the communities, with the assurance of community safety at the pace of the community and the regeneration of the community areas as well, the actual neighbourhoods.
CRC has been working on peace walls for many years now, and we're not at all naive about how long this work will take and how long it will take before people are comfortable to take those walls down.
Well, the process is now moving to become more mainstream within government, but of course you also always need an independent voice to help advocate on behalf of the sector, to challenge where necessary, and to keep the process moving in a constructive, meaningful and beneficial way. When we refer to barriers, we refer to physical barriers, barriers that are known to communities, and sometimes they're not just a fence or a wall, but they are noticeable. Others aren't so noticeable, but the communities know where the line is and have known for many years.
The walls didn't arrive for no good reason. If you look at Belfast as an example, the areas of the city where you will find most of the walls correlate absolutely with the areas of the city where most of the conflict was, where most people lost their lives or were injured during the conflict. A sense of safety needs to be instilled in those people, and the shadow of fear can be there long after the reason for the fear has gone, so we know that this will be a long road.
The safety blanket, but if you have the two communities that's chipping away and doing cross-community work, then they're going to be confident enough to say, maybe we should bring it down, maybe bring it down a metre. And I don't think it'll come down without the agreement of the both communities. The politicians and all can say what they like, but unless you have the two communities both agreeing, they'll get nowhere. So cross-community work to me is very important. So build up the friendships, keep that on going, keep chipping away slowly but surely. Then, when the two communities feel comfortable about bringing the wall down, that's what will happen, not before.
Armagh doesn't have walls. We don't have the peace walls. It's much more subtle. There's certain areas that each community doesn't go to, or there are certain clash points that can happen at certain times of the year. It's much more subtle maybe than it is in Belfast, but it's very much there.
A very important peace wall for us here in the Waterside, a very important barrier is the psychological barriers between the two communities that prevent people from socialising or shopping or even walking through their neighbouring community. Well, a lot of good work has been done over the past few years, especially in an area like this, top of the hill, Irish Street. We're moving forward at a great speed. I think the more work is done on the ground by the people in the community, that's the way forward. The peace walls, they're still here, but there is hope for the future. They're definitely coming down, and with projects like ours and with the help of the Community Relations Council, I can see a positive future.
Each of us has to feel secure wherever we are. That's am I safe? Am I safe to begin with? Yeah, that's obvious common sense. And then when you feel safe, then you can begin to be creative, then you can begin to be generous, then you can begin to be expansive. But if you don't feel safe in your own skin, if you don't feel safe in your own home, then paranoia becomes your everyday food, as it were.